Super pumped about this product showcase. We have a ton to show today. As usual, we try to pack it with content because we only do it every quarter, but today is especially valuable as we're going to be walking through flows. It's really kind of crazy. I know Sean and Logan and Carlos and myself have talked about this product for years and scoped this product for years with the other product and engineering folks on the team, and to see it kind of coming to fruition now and start to see it work. It really connects the front end for the client and the back end for the agency in a way that you're just not going to find in the industry. It doesn't exist. So, super excited to show that to you today. Who do I have here with me? I've got Logan Willis, one of our product managers out of Colorado. He's fantastic. We've got Ben DeVoe, from our customer success and onboarding squad. We got Sean Mulhern. He is our COO and also our professional. I don't know. What are you professional, Sean? You're professional at something.
Jack of all trades.
I don't know. I'm waiting for you to throw something out there and laugh because
Well, so Adam on our team, if you've met with Adam, he has a business card that just says Adam Casanelli and it just says professional on it. So maybe that's what you need. You're just a professional. There you go. We got Nick Ayers, marketing extraordinaire. If you don't follow his content, please do. He's fantastic. And then we've got Carlos Ramirez, fresh off of the Knicks game last night, is a huge New York fan, and he is also one of our product managers. So I know he's riding the wave today after that win last night. So there you go. Yep. Let's get kicked off. Agenda today. So we are going to go through first and foremost the goals of what we look to accomplish in Q2. We always kind of look to bring our agencies into the fold retrospectively on what we looked to work on, what we've looked to build, and then we kind of present it to you guys today and do a look at where we're going. So we're going to review that. Next thing, adoption, adoption, adoption. That has been the huge topic of conversation with our agencies, especially I would say over the past 3-4 months. With the release of the action menu, we have seen a ton of agencies that are super hungry to get from where they are now to a much higher level. And we're going to talk about how we get there. Extremely tactical. This is stuff that you can implement today. It's not rocket science and it absolutely works. So we're going to talk about adoption, which is what it is about. A new feature we have coming out, the custom quote link. We're hoping to land that in production next week. This is pretty cool. This is a direct path for prospects to be able to get into your embedded marketplace with no login into the platform to start quoting as fast as possible inside of their account. So we're going to talk about what that looks like, how you guys can implement it, where you can access your custom quote link once that goes live, and super pumped to talk about that. So next thing, we'll talk about some other product updates we have. We have enhancements to the action menu, which are super cool. So we're going to run through those. We're going to update on ID cards. We're going to update on enhanced docs. We're going to update on the white label platform. So some product updates there to share. The next one we're going to talk about, we have a fully revamped policy experience coming, and we're going to show you what it looks like. So we also have this and some prototypes. We're going to show you what this is going to look like, both from your side in HQ when you're looking at a client profile, and then also what your clients are going to be looking at in Client Hub. So we're going to take you on a little journey there. We are going to talk about something that we have kicked off engineering work on. This one is super exciting. I know this one has been talked about for a long time. Sean and I have talked about it quite a bit. We are building a full data self-servicing experience right in HQ. Our goal is to be able to not only make it super simple to link data from your AMS system into Glovebox, but also give you the capabilities to be able to map carriers, map clients, map books of business, map document types, policy statuses, all the things that kind of come into your uniqueness of your book of business. It's nuanced, right? And so we want to give you guys the capabilities and the tools to be able to update things on your own, really make Glovebox fit exactly how you operate, which is really exciting. So, and imagine that self-service. What a win. So we're kind of drinking our own Kool-Aid on that. Yeah, I know Logan loves that. So Logan gets a lot of our data customer success stuff. So I know he's pumped. So, and then obviously the main course of the day, we are going to run through the full flows prototype. This is the first time anybody's seen it in the market. So you guys are going to have a treat today. Again, this does not exist in the industry right now. We're very excited to show it to you, and looking forward to doing that walkthrough. So without further ado, let's get started because we have a lot to cover today. All right, let's look at product goals for Q2 2026. One of the biggest things, guys, that we built, which is going to have a lot of application, not just for flows, but the product itself, is a full notification system. What does that mean? That means our product is going to have the ability to send emails, SMS, which we already send some now, but the two bigger ones are going to be push notifications for mobile apps and then in-platform messaging. So think of live chat. We get a lot of questions from agencies. How do I get live chat? Should I add a live chat? We're like, hey, hold off because we're building it as part of our experience. So we've built a full notification system that has all four comms components. This is going to tie into not only one-off communications, but campaigns that you're going to be able to build inside the platform, and directly relates to flows. And we're going to show you what that looks like. So huge product that we built there really as a foundation piece to the future of what Glovebox looks like. So next thing, the obvious one, we spent a ton of time as we're building out flows. Big project, a lot of components, and we're going to walk through that. Next one is going to be the one that we're going to touch on here in a minute, which is this idea of a custom quote link and what that flow looks like. So we're going to talk about what that is, but we've pretty much completed this build. And again, that should be available hopefully next week, if not the week after, but it's very close. So Logan's shaking his head. That's a good sign. Action menu enhancements. We're going to talk about some stuff that we've added to the action menu. We've had it in market about 3-4 months now. We've gotten good feedback and we continue to make enhancements to action menu. So we're going to talk about those enhancements. We obviously continue to expand our AMS portfolio with automated ID cards and also enhanced documents. So we're heavily focused, as we've been, on expanding out the capabilities of AMS systems to Glovebox, ID cards, documents being passed, all that. So huge work being done there. And then again, we've kicked off our project on this concept of data self-servicing. We won't get too deep in the weeds on the inner workings, but essentially we're building a more real-time connection between your AMS system and Glovebox, which is super cool. So I have not seen anything like it in the industry. I think we've got and are building the most powerful connectivity layers between the AMS system and another technology. So this is the stuff that we've been working on in Q2. So Carlos, Logan, did I miss anything
No, sir.
besides all
And
the
I'm glad
small
you didn't
stuff?
you didn't go too deep into it, so it's perfect.
Nah, man, we're not going to get in the weeds today. We're going to stay out of the weeds, squarely out. All right, let's jump into the first topic here, adoption, adoption, adoption. Sean and I have met with so many clients over the past 3 to 4 months, and every single conversation post action menu is how do we get more adoption from where we're at currently? How do we get more clients on the platform? How do we funnel our clients into the platform? Because we know, hey, the more users we get on the product, the more your cost of servicing per customer comes down, right? On average, with a traditional CSR team, you're spending between 80 and 120 bucks per client to service on an annual basis. When it ticks down to the $20, $15, $10, $5 mark, that's a good thing for the agency, right? And it frees up your CSR's time to really be more valuable in what they want to work on. So the question is, how do I get from my 25% adoption to 75%? You may say that's unattainable, right? That's unattainable. We had our first agency, large agency, they have 16,000 clients. They hit 100% adoption within the past 2 weeks. 100%. So we know it's attainable and we have the blueprint to be able to do it. And so many agencies are sitting at this 25% adoption mark. right? They're happy about it, but we want more. We want to get our clients on the product, and that is the focus. And again, to reiterate, the more you increase your client adoption, the less you pay on a per user basis, and it only further maximizes your ROI and reduces that service cost per client. That's the goal. All right, tactical steps. This is not complicated. The worst thing we can do is get on a call with you guys in the next 3 months and you're asking us how to improve adoption. We're going to come right back to these 4 things. It is very, very simple. It's not complicated. The number one thing is your website must be set up for success. You've heard us beat this drum before. If your website is not set up for success, you will not get the adoption that you're looking for. And that is flat out. This is the number one failure point that we see with agencies is the website. Let me show you what I'm talking about. This is not a client of ours. I just pulled it random. This is an independent agent. Their servicing for their customers is confusing. They have a separate link here to make a payment. Lists all of their carriers. Oh my gosh. Hopefully you know your carrier, right? I go out to the carrier. I need to pay a bill. First thing the carrier asks is, what's your policy number? Well, I don't have it. Great. Now I'm just calling the agency. It's a total failure point. Next, what do I have here? I've got client services. Great. Everything is a contact us, policy updates, other questions. Maybe I can go log into InsureLink, but there's no registration button for InsureLink. Who knows? It's very confusing. I go contact us for billing questions. Okay, I can call you, but oh, you're closed half the week. Great. It's after hours, right? I got nothing. What am I supposed to do here? Unfortunately, we see a lot of our agencies set up like this, where it's confusing. Even worse, you have a phone number at the top of your website, and that's your call to action. And then you wonder why people call you instead of logging in. If I'm a customer and I need service, I'm going to your website. If all I see is a phone number, what do you think I'm going to do? I'm going to call. And if it's after hours, now I'm irritated, right? Let me show you the difference. And I love how Fend has set this up. Fend is one of our customers. Shout out to Fend. They're fantastic. Do you see how simple their website is? They don't have a bunch of stuff. The phone number isn't the main call to action, right? They don't have a bunch of menu links and request this and go here and here's a list of carriers and it's confusing. And then, if you happen to find your way to our client portal, what a win. What they've done is they've made their client login so unbelievably available. That is where current customers go. If I go onto their website and I'm a current client, immediately my eyes go to here. And that's what I expect, right? If I go to my bank, if I go to manage my stocks, I'm going on their website. I'm looking to log into my account. That's what I'm looking for. So I implore you, make it simple for your clients to find the client login. Don't complicate it with a phone number and an email. And now you have a decision to make as a customer. Because what happens is when we bring the client into Glovebox, we're navigating them where they need to go. And they absolutely can call you from inside the product if they need to. But that's a secondary thing because most clients don't want to call. They don't need to call unless they have a really, really specific need. Hey, I have a claim. It's complicated. I need help. Great. Here's the phone number. Here's the text. Here's the email. Here's who you should absolutely be reaching out to. Otherwise, let us navigate it. You guys got anything to add on that? I know this is like the number one thing, website. All right, we're gonna make a pact then. We're never gonna get on a call with one of our partners again and go through their website. We don't want to do it the old way. We want to do it the right way, right? Next thing, this one is huge. You have to update your hold recording at the agency. People are going to call after hours still. They still have your phone number, right? Very simple. For faster service, you can visit our website. For faster service, you can go log into your account on our website. How convenient is that? I don't have to wait. I don't have to wait on hold for 20 minutes during my lunch break. I don't have to leave you a voicemail. I can just go log into my account on your website. Super convenient. And if you want brownie points, oh, and go download our app in the app stores. You can find it under this, right? That's even better. So for faster service, you can visit our website. Third one. Oh my gosh, I can't tell you how many out of office replies I get when we send out the product showcase emails. Hundreds, hundreds of out of office. Less than 5% of our agencies actually have their out of office message looking the right way. They always read the same. Hey, reach out to these two people, or here's our phone number. That is inconvenient. It should say, hey, here's the link to our client portal. Go log into your account. And also, here's the links to our mobile apps. Go download them, right? That should be your out of office, not shuffling the work to other people on your team, not another phone number that's only available half the week because you're closed, right? So the out of office email replies are huge. We even have agencies that have their out of office replies on 24/7. And Sean, I know you love this strategy. You want to talk about that strategy?
It's the best. I mean, I can't think of one that's any better. I would even say the extra credit is not just the out of office. Put an auto reply. Every email that comes in to your CSR staff, an email goes right back out that says, "We understand you appreciate fast, convenient service. Click here to log into our client hub, but your email's been received." It enables your client immediately to go where you want them to go to engage with your workflows, but it also lets them know you got the email. And then if you can get back to that email in 5 or 10 minutes, you've now surprised and delighted the client that you actually got back to them. But oftentimes, what you're going to find is they're going to log into the client platform, they're going to get what they need, and they're going to go, "I got it taken care of." And they just weren't aware that they had that available to them.
Yep. Last one, action menu. And guys, if you have not seen the action menu yet, it's amazing. If you have not implemented it yet, it's easy to implement. It is the number one and only thing we recommend that team members do now inside Glovebox. It's the only thing is the action menu. And it's super, super simple. How do we get trained on the action menu? It's a very good segue. And Nick is kind of running this initiative. We've created call it segment or a segment of trainings that we're going to be running a series over the coming months. That's the high adoption playbook. And we're going to be walking you guys through a specific workflow that is tactical every single month. Very easy. And lo and behold, this month is the action menu. We're very focused. You may be seeing these emails that have been coming through that talk about the action menu. We've sent an interactive demo where you can click through on how to use the action menu, very easy. And at the end of the month, we're actually doing a live training, two of them back to back. We have two scheduled trainings that are going to walk you guys through how to use the action menu. And I don't even think it's going to take 30 minutes because it's that simple. It's very easy to learn. It's very easy to understand. It should be used with every single client interaction, and it's easily implementable. Very, very simple. So again, you're getting the emails. You have the interactive demo on one of the emails. The team is dropping the registration link in the chat to register for the first high adoption playbook um, showcase that we're going to do at the end of the month. And it is all about the action menu. So I'm not going to train on the action menu today, but we are going to train on it by the end of the month. You can also go to GBU. There's plenty of resources there, but I highly implore you to get up to speed on the action menu and how it works. So, any Nick, you got anything to add on that? I know this is your baby.
No, I mean you pretty much hit the nail on the head. We're gonna get very tactical, very granular, and show you like easy to use workflows. And the good thing is it's just a couple clicks. It's probably the easiest feature for anybody in the agency to adopt. And you're gonna see how you can drive staff adoption and how you can drive customer adoption really easily.
Yeah, and just one more thing to piggyback on. We're having two on the same day, back to back. So we want the team to show up as well, not just agency owners. So we want the team to understand how to use it because they're the ones going to be using it most often. So have half the team join the first call and then have half the team join the second call. It's going to be very simple, very quick, but we just want to make sure everyone knows about it.
The registration link is in the chat if you guys want to go and register for that. There's like Logan said, there's two sessions, so pick a time that works best for you. so that we'll send out the recording as well, but it's better if you're there and you can hear how to use it, ask questions, and engage with us. Like Ryan said, I don't think it'll take 30 minutes, but
No,
really useful.
I don't think so. It's so easy, and we'll record it. So again, we can make a pact right now. The path from 25 to 75% adoption with these four things is unbelievably attainable. And these are very tactical things. Again, we don't want to complicate it. So please, 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 let's get there. All right, moving ahead. This is a cool one. So I was talking to an agency a couple months ago, a large mortgage broker owned shop, and they're looking to leverage the embedded marketplace for all of their prospects that they have within their mortgage sphere, right? They may not be insurance clients yet, but they're mortgage clients. And they said, how do we send out a link in our emails that will bring people into the embedded marketplace? And I was like, ah, man, that is a great idea. And so it got me thinking, even on agencies' websites, when it comes to like get a quote, usually it's going to like a very basic input form. It doesn't allow the client to really engage on quotes. Or maybe you're using like the basic CRQ or you're just sending it to Canopy Connect, right? It's not good for the customer. It doesn't feel secure. It doesn't feel like I'm getting anything done. And I want to get my clients into the marketplace, right? I want to get them into my store where they've created an account. There's some ownership there. So that's where the custom quote link came from. So, what is the custom quote link? It is a direct path for prospects to start quotes in your embedded marketplace without needing an account to create. Now, if you don't know what the embedded marketplace is, and I'll show you in the client portal, the embedded marketplace is a complete shopping experience right in the product. It's full policy types, personal, commercial, life and health. It can be fully customized for how you guys operate. All of your quote intake tools can be added to specific policy types. Let's say you're a middle market commercial producer and you're using an Indio or a Wonderwrite or a Broker Buddha. You can add those intake flows into your middle market commercial experience within the embedded marketplace. But you'll notice you're inside of your account. So now the client or the prospect really feels like they're already part of the agency, right? It feels secure. And again, they're in your customized experience, which is beautiful. So why did we create a custom quote link? Again, our goal is to enable your agency to, one, drive all prospects into your custom configured embedded marketplace. And two, it creates a secure and consistent environment for your prospects to quote. Super easy. All right, where can you find your custom quote link? Hopefully next week, it might be the week after, you're going to find a tab in your agency settings in HQ that's called Resources. And within Resources, you're going to find not only your Client Hub login link, but now you're going to find your public marketplace link where you can go grab that. Brownie points, as an addition, you're also now going to be able to access your App Store links for your native iOS and native Android. So whether you're on the Glovebox side or your own white labels, now you'll also have those two links, super easy to get access to. So Logan, do you got anything to add on that from the public marketplace side of the house?
Nope. We just wanted to make sure that you guys had easy access to all of these links for when you update your websites. Fen can now add a good get a quote link button to the website and use the public marketplace link to hyperlink it.
Yep. So now you'll have two links on your website. You'll have client login and get a quote. Very easy. So awesome. Let's move forward. Product updates. Here we go. I see my son just walked in from playing basketball. I'm busy. Thank you. I'll talk to you in a minute, okay? All right. All right, action menu updates. Two cool action menu updates to show you. The first one we're going to do live, so I'm going to show you how this works. So now the action menu actually is fully wired up to the mobile apps, which is super cool. So if your clients have your mobile app on their phone, which is ideal, that's what we want. Now the client, once they click your action menu link, it's going to what we call deep link right inside the mobile app. And I'm going to show you what this looks like. So I'm going to go into HQ or let me go over here. Perfect. I'm going to find my demo account. So let's say I find my client and I am going to click bill pay, for instance. Let's say my client needs to pay a bill and I need to pay a bill with my progressive boat policy. Hey, my credit card got frauded. I forgot to update it. My bad, right? It happens all the time. We go next. Let's say my client owes 150 bucks. I'll click next, and I'm going to send this one through SMS. I can send it through email as well. I can do one or the other or both. I can change the email and phone number. Makes it very easy. I'll hit next, and then I'm going to hit send. Now, when I go, and I'm going to go ahead and share my live cell phone. So this is on my cell phone right here. I just got the text of the bill pay. Now, when the client clicks the link, again, instead of going into the web, it actually takes them right into the mobile app. So literally that just brought me right into the mobile app with zero login. I don't have to do a thing. And now it shows me the screen that you just set up for the customer. You're about to be taken to Progressive to pay this bill for 150 bucks. I'm going to copy my policy number. I'll click pay my bill. And now this is going to take me right inside of Progressive, right inside the mobile app to make that payment. Super easy, very flow through and simple. I love the fact that there's no login involved. Makes it easy. You guys got anything to add on that from the action menu side?
I'd have one small thing.
Yeah.
The key of them going into your mobile app is can't be understated. When you live on their phone, when you're using the action menu and you're sending them the invites, everything you guys should be doing should be driving to get your app, your logo, your brand on their phone because that makes it easy. They're right. That's right. That's the device they're using to call you, email you on anyway. And when you live there, it makes it easy for them to engage in these workflows, refer you out, request quotes, request service.
Yep, 100%. Logan, you got anything to add on that?
Nope, I do not.
Logan's good.
I'm trying to answer QA questions, sorry. And every time you switch screens, it kicks me out of all the chat stuff. It's amazing. Nice bug.
I'm trying to make it complicated for you.
No, I appreciate it.
All right. Next thing we're going to talk about. This is one has been good. So now you can send a custom billing link through the action menu through that bill pay flow. So a couple of different reasons you would want to do this. Let's say you have an agency bill invoice link that you need to send to a client. You can now send it through the action menu. What's the value of doing that? It not only gets the client into the workflow, but it gets them into your mobile app or your client portal. We're always re-educating through the action menu. It's always retraining that behavior. Another way you could use it is for my folks that charge broker fees in the states that allow that. You can send the broker fee link outside of obviously like a direct bill link that would go to the carrier. So again, back in HQ, and I'm going to go back into my same client account. I'll go to the send client. I'll do that pay a bill. I'm going to select my policy. I'll do that progressive boat. And right here, it allows you to add a custom link if you'd like. Now, again, that's going to bypass whatever link that we have set for this specific policy. If you don't need to do it, you just skip it. You just click next. It's totally optional. But again, it gives you that flexibility to send one-off invoice links and payment links to your customers right inside the action menu. Very simple. So again, some nice tailored updates on the action menu, and we continue to kind of evolve that. You're
Ryan,
also going to, yeah, go ahead.
Can you go back one and just click on that pay a bill again? I just want to make sure everyone sees that that copy policy information button. It is small next to the policy number.
Yes.
But there's also put the amount
Oh,
in.
so you're talking about for on the client side.
Oh, yes, correct. Yeah, on the client. Sorry, I thought you were showing that. On the client side, the copy policy information is much larger. There's a button in addition to that small little line.
Yeah, so actually we've updated it. And now we added a full button that says copy policy info. And we've also told them here we've added copy to copy that policy number. So we've made it much more explicit for the customer that they need to copy it. And then we've also made sure to keep the modal up when they do navigate to the carrier. So if they forget to copy it, they can go back and we still have that modal up. They can still copy it. So we have made those adjustments to make it much more obvious for the client. So, yep. That was great feedback that we got on it.
100%.
Yep. Cool. All right, let's move ahead. We're going to review some of the actually just where we're at. We're going to look at the lay of the land on automated ID cards. So where are we at currently? And we're going to go AMS by AMS that we're looking at. So Applied Epic, we are fully live on this via the SDK. If you have the SDK and haven't activated this yet, please reach out to our team. But we are fully integrated with the SDK, fully automated ID cards. It's brilliant. And I'll remind you, those are both for personal and commercial. And they're also branded to your agency. So they have your agency's logo on them as well, which I love. So just a tailored treatment there that we try to keep your branding on 100%. AMS 360. This one is important. We are fully live for all AMS 360 customers. If you have not sent in your new API credentials yet, please reach out to our team for assistance. We need to get, we built into the new AMS 360 EMS, brand new integration. We have to get you cut over. It takes about 5 minutes on your side, but we do need to get your credentials. So if you have not been cut over yet, this is why. And we need to get those credentials. So please reach out to our team and we can help. Super easy. Hawksoft. Hawksoft is fully live. All customers are live with Hawksoft with ID cards. So nothing to do there. Same thing on QQ Catalyst. All QQs are fully live on ID cards. Nothing to do there. Let's talk Easy Links. This is our brand new integration. We just finished the data and ID card side. This is fully live now for all Easy Links agencies who have purchased the data API. You have to have the data API. That's not a glove box thing. That's an Easy Links thing. So if you need help with that, please reach out to our team. We have a specific contact inside of Easy Links that'll help navigate. That does have a cost associated with it that goes to Easy Links. It's not us. So just know that. But we do have this available and ready to go. The cost is interesting, but if you think about the value, how many ID cards do you send every month? It is nice to automate, guys. It just is. Whether you have to pay a fee with your AMS or not, what a beautiful thing to automate for your clients. So again, if you need help with that Easy Links kind of conversation, let us know. We can help guide. Right now, we are building momentum. So momentum is being built right now. We're hoping to have that out really, really soon for all of our momentum agencies. And then same thing with Xanatech. We're building Xanatech on this cutover, and more details to come on that. So we're working on these two right now. The rest of these are done and ready to rock and roll. So if you're with any of our AMS systems that are in this group of 5, and you either don't have it yet, it's not cut over, you want to find out more on the EasyLinks API, you want to talk about your SDK, reach out to our team, we can help. So, perfect. Enhanced docs. Let's update this. So what is enhanced documents? Just to remind you, we can now automate the pass of policy documents outside of ID cards because we don't need them unless you're in New York, which is a little bit of a rabbit hole we won't go down today. We can now automate the pass of policy documents from your AMS directly into Glovebox, and your clients get access. What a beautiful thing. This is now available with Epic. If you have the SDK, AMS 360, ready to rock and roll, QQ, and Easy Links. We're in the very final stages. We've got like a couple tweaks that they're making to their API that will be greenlit in the next like 10 or 15 days. So if you're interested in enhanced documents, feel free to reach out to our team, directly to me, directly to Sean. We can absolutely help kind of navigate you on what makes sense with enhanced documents. But what a huge win. Data, documents, and ID cards directly to customers. It's a beautiful thing. So awesome. Logan, any chat questions on this that I should?
Yeah, we got one. Are the enhanced docs limited to certain carriers for AMS 360? I don't think that's
No.
anything.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
For AMS 360, we can pull any document that's attached to an activity. And the
Yep.
beautiful thing is downloaded documents get attached to activities. So we can also pull those if they come from the carrier, if you have eDocs activated as part of downloads. But any document attached to an activity, doesn't matter the policy, we can pull. So cool. Quick update on white label, man. This has been pretty impressive. And our white label team, I'll tell you what, these guys work overtime to get these things built. And how cool is it to see? We actually just hit 100 white label suites built and deployed. And this feature has only been out like 6 months. What a feat from our team. This is not an easy process on these white label builds, but we found it so unbelievably important to give your brand the experience that they deserve with its customers, right? The experience that you guys deserve. We don't want to make it about Glovebox. We want to make it about you. So what is the white label? Fully branded and hosted client portal. As you'll see with Fend, it's fully on their domain, not ours. There's no mention of Glovebox at all. Their custom brand color, obviously their logo, no mention of us at all, which is great. Same thing on the mobile app side of the house. 100% in the app stores under your agency, not ours. So how cool is it? I can go into the app store and I can go search for Urban Young Insurance. Look at that. How cool is that? Like that's what you want. It's amazing. And again, having your truly branded platform, not my family, but your truly branded platform on your phone, the value and the brand recognition that comes from that is gigantic. Anytime your clients think insurance, they're thinking you. They don't have to go Google, they don't have to look through emails. What a win. And now they're set up for the action menu with that deep linking into the mobile app. So huge, huge value there. So again, if you haven't explored the white label or you have questions about it, we are offering really nice pricing for current customers. New customers, they pay a much higher rate. And so existing customers, we are hooking up right now. So if you do not have the white label, reach out to us. We'd love to chat with you about it. So awesome. Let's move ahead. This is cool, guys. I'm excited about this. We are redesigning the way policies show up in our experience because I have to be honest, it's lackluster right now. I hate it. I hate the way policies look in our platform. I'm probably too close. It can be so much more. And so our team is redesigning and re-engineering how this is going to look. And I'm going to take you through a little walkthrough from the HQ side of the house and what the new client profile is going to look like. But to find out where we're going, we have to realize where we're at, right? So let's see what it looks like now. In HQ, when I go into a client profile, this is what it looks like. Not a lot here, right? It's not going to knock your socks off. It doesn't have a lot to do here. There's stuff left to be desired. Let's say that. So here is what we are building as its replacement. And I'm going to pop into this user. So I'm going to use a really nice buzzword. We have reimagined the way we're showing client profiles inside of HQ. Some of the biggest feedback we got is tell us about our user activity. When did the client last access their account and how did they do it? Was it on iOS? Was it on Android? Was it on the web? What did they do? Show me their recent activity. Show me all of their activity. I'd love to see how digital this user is. Like, what are they doing? Now we've got that action menu front and center, right? We're adding things like, oh, what if we connected your AMS profile for this customer in here? And I could click this button and go right into this customer's profile in the AMS. How nice to be able to jump back and forth. You're going to see here, this is part of flows. So you're going to be able to manage specific tickets on specific customers right inside of the client profile. So you'll see any active requests right here. This is something I love. Opportunities. This ties into the embedded marketplace. This is going to allow you guys to manually push out policy recommendations for cross sells, right? So maybe my client has an auto, not a home. I want to send the home and I want to send it out on push note, SMS, email, and I want to put it as a message thread inside of the platform. Now you're going to have the ability to push out those cross sells, right? Which is huge. I'm on the profile already. I see what they don't have. Boom, I send out a cross sell opportunity at every touch point. Now, this is something that I love. We're now taking the policies into a deeper dive. And now we're going to be showing in a much more granular level what it is that we have going on with this specific policy. We're going to start bringing in coverages. This has been a huge request. Very easy, right? You can view the high levels, you can view all the details, all of the specific assets that are covered on the policy, right? What are the vehicles? What are the drivers? Where's the ID cards? Documents associated. Everything is very easy to navigate, easy to see. But again, it takes you on a much more in-depth journey with that customer. And you have so much more action that you can take with the customer right inside the product. So again, I think you'll agree, huge upgrade from where we are now. And this is something that we're building with flows. So it's going to kind of all tie together, which I'm excited about. So, Logan, I know you and Carlos, actually, Carlos, you guys have been working on this one. Anything you want to add?
I don't have anything to add. I already put it in the chat. Just keep in mind these are still working designs that we're working on building. So, ultimately things could change specifically with like client actions and where things are put right now. But I just shout out in the chat to Kyle, our in-house designer. He did a
Oh,
great
yeah.
job.
The only
I mean, you see how, oh, go ahead, Carlos.
the only other addition that I would add is the fact that it would be a lot easier to manage we're calling everything a ticket pretty much or a request. So it'll allow you to manage prospects and your current policyholders a lot easier. And just making sure that everything also stays in one place when you are trying to communicate with somebody and trying to get them a quote or trying to help them funnel through whatever it is that they're dealing with at that time.
Yep. Yep. 100%. Now, same thing for the customer. I don't have a prototype for the customer side. It's going to look very similar, guys. Mirror image, different activity, or different actionable items. But again, policies, coverages, covered assets, actions that you can take, right? And theirs are a little bit different. Hey, I need to pay a bill. I want to request a quote. I need service. Like everything kind of goes together. But again, that deeper dive into the policy, still easy access to ID cards, recent documents. Our goal is to make this so simple for customers because we don't need to make insurance complicated. And that's what has happened. So you can kind of see how we continue to migrate and fuse together you guys with your customers inside of this single experience, which is going to lead me into, bring you back, almost flows actually. We're going to talk about data self-service for a minute. This is something that I am very excited about. I know Sean's excited about this, and our data team is excited about this.
This has been brewing for quite some time.
Yes, 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 yes. So, what is the goal of our self-service of data? We want to empower your agency with a real-time, AMS connected, self-managed data experience. A lot there, man. Real-time, AMS connected, self-managed data experience. That is a unicorn that we have been chasing for quite some time. And now we're starting to build it, and it's super cool. What is that going to allow you guys to do? You'll be able to connect your AMS with your API keys right inside of HQ. So let's say you move AMS systems. I went from one to another. I need to migrate my Glovebox account over, which is obviously the beautiful thing about Glovebox. We're agnostic. We go where you go. Now you don't need to connect with our team. You can just put in your new API creds for your new AMS, and we're going to connect it right there. You're going to watch all of your data, your documents, and your ID cards flow from there. It's all going to start coming in instantaneously. We're going to enable data document updates from your AMS to Glovebox in real time. You're not going to have to wait 6 hours, 10 hours, 24 hours, depending on the AMS. We're going for real time. We want to know what changes happen in real time in your AMS, and we want to reflect them to your customers as fast as possible. And we're chasing the real-time rabbit. That's what we want. Now, what will you be able to do inside of this interface? You're going to be able to update policy type mapping. And you may ask, why is this stuff important? Guys, the industry's data is a mess. It's a mess. To give you an example, we have over 1,000 variations of the word progressive inside of our ETL because everybody names it something different. The mapping, it makes it very difficult. This is going to allow you to review your policy types. Hey, are they mapping correctly to the correct policy types that we're showing to customers? Carrier type mapping. If you create your own name of the carrier and we're making an assumption and it's wrong, now you're going to be able to go update it. Hey, that wasn't Travelers. That was actually a Traveler, blah, 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 MGA. You mapped it to the wrong one. You can go update it on your own. Coverage type mapping. As we bring in coverages, we're going to have the same problem, right? We need to make sure we're mapping those coverages to the correct coverage. You guys will have that resource, which will be beautiful. Books of business to platform mapping. I'm very excited about this. So for those of you that have elite agents and locations, we are going to be migrating it to a single concept called platforms, because that's all it is. It's just another platform. And imagine being able to move your books of business between platforms, right? I want to connect Sean's book of business to the Denver platform, Logan's to the Idaho platform, whatever. You're going to have the ability to be able to connect these dots whenever you want. And then individual policyholders to platform mapping. So again, a self-service data experience that allows you to completely customize and control your Glovebox experience with a real-time AMS connectivity. If your mind is not blown, I don't know what else there is, because this does not exist. But this is what we're starting to build right now. And so we'll have updates in the coming months. But I think every agency on this call can agree this creates huge value for the way we operate. So, all right. We got 10 minutes left and it's all dedicated to flows. We're going to dive into flows. I got to get ready for this. I should stand up, but I won't. What is flows? Flows is the future of client interaction. It is the future for how you will interact with your policyholders. And guys, it is almost here, and I am excited. So what we're going to do today is we're going to run through some workflows, and I'm going to show you the actual designs that we are building right now. So we are building this right now as we speak. The first one that we're going to look at is from the HQ standpoint. So your team members. Now, something to remember, and I'm going to go here real quick. V1, that means version 1, is all about policy servicing. We are starting with Policy Assist, and we are wiring up flows to be completely connected to Policy Assist. So every servicing item for both personal and commercial will work through flows, which is amazing. And this is what it's going to look like. So when your team comes in to flows, they are going to see all of their assigned requests. Now, each request is going to have a preview section that looks just like this. You can decide to operate in the preview section, or you can pop out into the full ticket, and it's going to take you inside the ticket. Now, each level of working this ticket comes with user tracking, which I love. I think it's really nice. So you're going to see, hey, what was done by my customer? What was done by my team? to do things, right? And I'm going to show you what that looks like. But let's say example for this document request. Oh, my client is requesting their deck page. I need to get a deck page for my auto policy. Now, what is happening here is this is a live message thread. So the client is messaging right on the request. They're telling you exactly what they want. And now it's been auto assigned to John Smith at the agency, which you get to set up behind the scene in something that we call categories, pathways. You're going to be able to make sure that these auto assign to the correct places. Now that it's assigned to John Smith, John goes, cool. I'm going to go ahead and upload the deck page. Great. I'll hit open. I'm going to categorize it to a deck page and I'll hit done. Perfect. I just sent that to the customer. Now the customer just responded back right in thread, not in email and SMS and phone. They're responding right on the ticket. Thanks, it's exactly what I needed, and we're done. Now what I can do is I can go copy this entire request with this button. I can click view the AMS profile of this customer. It's going to take me over to their AMS profile. You're going to create an activity and you're going to paste this entire thing right into that activity and hit save. That'll also bring over documents within this interaction. Now, eventually we're going to automate that, right? Our goal is to automate that, but we want to get you guys in the habit of conversation, copy, AMS profile, activity, paste, right? We want to get you into the habit. Our goal is to automate this. For you to be able to push a button, we're going to automatically create an activity with the correspondence, with the trailing documents. And that's something that we're going to iterate towards. So, Logan, you got anything so far?
Not doing great.
Cool.
I mean, it's just, yeah, the AMS piece is a big one that we really want to get to that point. So that's our biggest goal.
Yep. Let's say I needed to create a brand new request. So, hey, my client emails me and says, hey, I need to file a claim. Awesome. I'm going to open a request. Let's create that request. Here we go. I'll select the policy holder. Boom. Hit done. And again, we're documenting each step of who did what. We're going to select the policy. It's this traveler's policy. Done. What was the date of the claim? Done. We're going to ask the client what happened, or if it's your agency staff talking to the client, they can fill in the details. Hey, client had a hail claim. Here's what happened. Here's what we're getting. Hit done. Now, on this specific flow, at this point, the team member is going to have an option. Do we want to then send the client to the carrier to start the claim? This will send the action menu link to the customer that will bring them right into the workflow to file that claim with the correct carrier with the info that they need. Or I may say, hey, we need more info, right? I don't know if I would file this claim yet. So I'm going to keep the discussion going with the customer. So I'm going to hit done. I'm going to let the client know, hey, we'd love to get some pictures. Show me some pictures. What happened? So I'm going to send that to the customer, but I'm also going to assign them a request. And in this instance, I'm going to assign them a photo upload. Upload photos to me. That gets requested to the customer. The customer then uploads those photos. Then your team can comment back to the customer. Hey, we don't think you need to file a claim. This one was funny. My team made this. I think this claim needs to be filed, but that's just me. But this car got pretty hammered. I think this is a claim. But in this instance, we're going to recommend they don't file a claim. Maybe they have 3 already. They're going to get canceled. So we're going to go ahead and post that to the customer. Then we're going to add an internal note onto it. We're going to post that internal note. We're going to copy that request. We'll go to the AMS, copy it in or paste it into the activity, and you're done. But all of it was done right in the products. Full ticket management right in the product. Makes it very, very simple.
Just a couple things to mention as well. In the interaction, the client side, they're going to be doing this all from their phone. So when they get that request for any kind of photos from the agent or from the CSR asking for photos, they can quickly take a photo with their phone, or they can attach the photos that they have already in their library. I mean, it's going to be that normal picker on your phone that when you have to upload any kind of documents. So we just wanted to make it as easy as possible for the client to be able to respond.
Yep. So, and thank you for that segue, Logan. So here's what it looks like from the customer view. So this is inside of the client portal. Client logs into their account. They're going to go into policy assist, or they can select request service. I'll go into policy assist. Again, every single one of these is going to have its own flows for service. Right now, we'll do a document request. Hey, I need to request a document. They'll select their policy, and again, I'm a policy holder right now, so doing it from the policy holder view. Sorry. Oh. My son left his cell phone in his ring. Okay, so we select the policy. What document type do we need? Hey, I need my deck page. Great. Now I can tell you what I need. So I'll type in, hey, I need to get my auto policy, reviewing my coverage, or maybe they're shopping if they're getting their deck page. So this is good to know. I'll click done. Now it's been assigned to the team. So now as a customer, I've just assigned that ticket to the team. Now your team member is going to get an email showing that, hey, you have a new request. They'll click on that new request and it's going to bring them right inside of HQ into the flows, into that ticket so that they can now correspond with the customer. So again, it's a true back and forth with the client and the agency team to be able to get things done. We're even going to be linking your carrier logins for any endorsements that you need to make. So let's say it's a vehicle change, driver change, anything that needs to be endorsed on the policy, you'll be able to click this carrier login and it's going to take you right to that carrier login. And if you're already logged into that carrier, it'll bring you right in. Sean, what did I miss, man? There's a lot to take in.
I don't think you missed anything. I just want to keep hitting the same point. When this is on the mobile phone, think how easy this becomes for your client. Instead of you guys being one of the 50 unread spam emails in their inbox, they're now seeing your platform. They can go right in to get this stuff done. When you need something from them and it's push notified right back to them, they're going to click and get in. So your interactions are not going to be 2, 3, 4, 5 days or more of hunting someone down. They're going to compress into a single day. It's just going to make you way more efficient and the client happier.
And Ryan just showed that notifications bar up there.
Oh, fly
In
out.
addition to the email that the team will get, they'll also get notification on their Glovebox HQ platform. But if like John has requested photos from Lena, she's going to continue to get notifications on her phone. Hey, you still have this to follow up with John in order to get your claim filed. So we're going to keep ensuring that they know that they have something to do on their end, and then the HQ team member will also be able to know when they have something to do on theirs.
Yep. Yep. Lastly, we have the private beta for flows coming out very soon. What does this mean? It means you're going to be the first agencies in the country to get access to flows with an agreement. We want feedback. So you're going to be part of our tester group. And I know Nicole Williams from Court is all over this. So I can't wait to see what she thinks because she is the automation queen. This is going to allow our beta testing group of agencies to test flows, give us feedback, and we are going to be able to really, really make this nice. But I want to make it very clear. This is not going to be turned on when we go live. You're going to have to opt into it. We don't just want to send this live for your agency, right? You want to learn how to use it. We want to make sure that you guys are fully trained on it. So it's going to be a, hey, we're ready to go. And it's going to be turned on. But if you'd like to register to be part of the beta testing group, Nick is putting the link in the chat right now. Pretty simple to sign up. All you have to do is put in your first, last name, email, and agency name. Very simple. You'll get notifications throughout this process. We're going to be leaking updates throughout this process, product videos, everything that you're going to need to get you ready to be one of these beta test groups. And then once it goes live, we're going to be right in the mix. Our product team is going to be right in the mix. We want to know what you like, don't like, before we start releasing it to the broader agency market. So again, If you don't see that link in the chat or you miss it, we are going to have an email campaign going out to get in as part of our beta testing group. We cannot wait to have this live and have you guys start playing with it because, again, it's going to absolutely change how you work with your customers. V1 is service, V2 is going to be renewals, and then V3 will be sales. And we're going to go in that order with hopes of having everything built out by the end of the year. So, and that is it, guys. I went 3 minutes over. That was not bad at all. And my son's 2 interruptions, I blame it on that. So, other than that, that's all I've got today. You guys have anything else that I might have missed?
Nailed it.
Perfect.
Yep.
Well, we appreciate everybody's time, everybody's partnership as usual. Can't wait to get these new features out. Our team is always available. I'm always available. Sean's always available. Enjoy the rest of your Thursday, and we look forward to talking soon.